Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Today is our 46th video lecture for grade second year students, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Rosie Imran, your mathematics teacher. According to reduced syllabus, question number 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, question number 10 part B and D, question number 11 part A, question number 12, 13 and 14 is included in exercise 4.4. Exercise 4.4. Before starting exercise, you have some concepts. Point of intersection of lines. When two lines are not parallel, L1 is A1x plus B1y plus C and L2 is A2x plus B2y plus C2 be non-parallel lines. P x1 y1 be the point of intersection of L1 and L2. Then a1 x1 plus b1 y1 plus c1 equal to 0, a2 x1 plus b2 y1 plus c2 equal to 0. Now solving 1 and 2, we get x1 divided by this, y minus y1 and 1 over this. By matrices we solve it and we get this is the point of intersection of L1 and L2. So with the help of this we find the point of intersection of two lines which are not parallel. Equation of line passing through the point of intersection. If you have any line which is passing through the point of intersection, then L1 plus K L2 where K is constant with the help of this formula. Question number 1 is not included. Come to question number 2. Question number 2 is find an equation of the line through the point this and the intersection of the line this and this. Means that two lines are intersecting and the one point is 2 minus 9. You have to find the equation of line which one point you will get from the point of intersection of the given line and one point is given this. So L1 is given 2x plus 5y minus 8 equal to 0 and L2 is 3x minus 4y minus 6 equal to 0. Now equation of line passing through point of intersection of L1 and L2. So with the help of this formula, this one a1 x1 plus b1 y1 plus c1 and then plus k a2 x2 plus b2 y plus c2. So with the help of this formula we have to solve. So first equation of line plus k, second equation of line equal to 0. So this is equation number 1. Now since 2 minus 1 lie on 1, means lie on this line, therefore put x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 9 in equation number 1. So in place of x we replace 2 and in place of y we replace minus 9. So when we replace value of x and y, so we will get the value of k is 49 over 36. Now putting value of k in equation number 1, when we put value of k in equation number 1, we get this equation which is the required equation of line. How we solve it? One point is given and we have given that equation of line passing through the point of intersection. For this we have formula L1 plus K L2. So we put L1 and K L2. Now since 2 minus 9 lie on equation number 1, this point lie on equation number 1 means that at point of intersection, so we put in place of x2 in place of y minus 9 and we get value of k and then we replace the value of k in equation number 1. So we get the required equation of line. Number 2 is let L1 is this, L2 is this and L3 is this. Three lines are given. You have to find L1 is x minus y minus 4. L2 is 7x plus y plus 20 equal to 0. L3 is 6x plus y minus 14 equal to 0. You have to show that L4 is be a line passing through point of intersection L1 and L2. Then L4 will be equal to L1 plus K L2. So you put the equation of L1 plus K L2. So you will get M1 is equal to this. Slope of L4 is equal to this. Then slope of L3 you will get minus 6 over 1 because minus b over a, so sorry, minus a over b, so 6 over 1. Slope, if the equation of line is given, you have to find the slope. It will be the coefficient of x minus the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So minus 6 over 1. If L3 and L4 are parallel, if they are parallel, then M1 will be equal to M2. So means this will be equal to minus 6 and you will get the value of k. Now putting value of k in equation number 1, so you get the equation of line of L3. Now if L3 and L4 are perpendicular, then their slope product will be equal to minus 1. You get the value of k. You put in equation number 1 and you get the next required equation of line. For number 3, you have to solve it just like the first two. Now come to question number 4 because question number 3 is not included. Remember one thing, if L1, L2 and L3 are concurrent to each other, means that intersecting on a single point, then their determinant should be equal to 0. So you have given, find the condition that the line y m1x plus c1, m2x plus c2, m3x plus c3 are concurrent. So if they are concurrent, so we use this the determinant of L1, L2 and L3. So coefficient of x in the first column, coefficient of y in the second column, and constant in the third column. Then you know that to say, if you don't want to simplify directly, you can open it, or if you want to simplify, so subtract r2 minus r1, you get this, and r3 minus r1, you get this. Then you open it from the second column, so minus into minus 1, so the first row, sorry, these two values and these two values we will take. So m2 m1 multiply with c3 minus c1 minus m3 minus m1 multiply with c2 minus c1. Rest of the value will be 0 because you expanded by column 2. So it will be m2 minus m1 c3 minus c1 m3 minus in multiplication here it's subtracted, shifted at other side. It will be positive is the required coordinate condition. Number 5 is determine the value of P such that the line this and this and this meet at a point. Meet at a point means that concurrent. Again, the coefficient of x in the first column, coefficient of y in the second column, and constant in the third column. So you know that 2, when we take this 2, so this value and this value determined we minus 1 multiply 8 is minus 8 minus p multiply with minus 5, so p minus minus plus, so p5 minus into minus 3 is plus 3. This one two value, these two values, 8 3s are 24 and minus minus plus 5 3s are 15, and then minus 1. So this these two value and these two values in first year in chapter number 3 you already solved that, how to solve the determinants, it's easy. So 3p plus 3 Now open it, it will be 16, 10p plus 72 plus 45 minus 3p minus 3. So when you solve, you get 7p plus 98, 98 shifted at other side, divide by 7. So value of p is minus 14. Now, before going to start question number 6, we have angle between line. If two lines are given and you want to find the angle between these two lines, then tangent theta will be equal to m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. m1 and m2 are the slope, sorry, L1 and L2. So with the help of this, you have to find the angle. Tangent theta is m2 minus m1, 1 plus m1 into m2. So show that the line this and this are concurrent, and the third line bisect the angle formed by the first two lines. So for concurrency, you know that we have to draw the determinant and the column. In the first column, the coefficient of x, in the second column coefficient of y, and in the third column constant. Then we open it with the determinant rule, that the first value and determinant of minus 4 minus 1 minus 6 minus 2. So it will be 8 minus 6, and then minus second value, minus minus plus 3, second value, determinant of 3 1 and minus 6 2. So minus 6 and plus 6, and then the third one value minus 8, determinant of 3 1 and minus 4 minus 1. So minus 3 and plus 4, so we get 0 0. So means that L1 L2 and L3 are concurrent. If it is equal to 0, so concurrent. Then we find slope of L1. So M1 is, you know that when we have given equation of line, slope is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So minus 4 divided by minus 3, so 4 over 3. Slope of L2 is minus 3 over minus 4, so 3 over 4. Slope of L3 is minus 1 over minus 1, which is equal to 1. Now theta, we can find it between L and L3. Theta 1 is L1 and L3. Theta 2 is L3 and L2. So for theta 1, you know that theta 1 is M3 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M3 M1. We put value of M3, that is 1, minus M1 is 4 over 3, 1 plus 1 into 4 over 3. So when we simplify, we take LCM, we get minus 1 over 7. For theta 2, what we do, m2 minus m3, because this is between L2 and L3. So 1 plus m2 m3. So when we say minus 1 over 7, now tan theta 1 is equal to tan theta 2. 10 cancel from both sides. Theta 1 is equal to theta 2. So L3 bisect the angle formed by the first two lines. Question number 7. The vertices of a triangle are ABC. Find the coordinate of the centroid, orthocenter, and circumcenter of the triangle. So for centroid, you have formula x1, x2, x3 sum divided by 3, y1, y2, y3 sum divided by 3. So minus 2 minus 4 plus 3 divided by 3, 3 minus 4, sorry, 3 plus 1 plus 5 divided by 3, so we get minus 1 3. So this is the centroid of the triangle. Then orthocenter, for orthocenter formula, first we find the slope of AB, then slope of BC. So they are perpendicular to each other. So AB is 1 over minus 1 over m1, that is minus 1. Then slope of BC, altitude BC, equation of altitude on AB with slope minus 1 from C, and then equation of altitude BC with slope minus 7. Point slope form, you get the equation, second equation for point of intersection of 1 and 2, x divided by, within the determinant you have to find equation 1 and 2, coefficient of 1 coefficient of y and coefficient of y you take and constant. So that will be 2 and 32. And for minus y, similarly, you will take the coefficient of x, determinant of coefficient of x and constant you will get for minus y, and for constant coefficient of x and y determinant you will take. You will get this, and from this you find the x and y. So that is the orthocenter of the triangle. For circumcenter of triangle, get D and E midpoint. You have to find D and E by midpoint formula because A, B, C points are given, and then you find the slope of AB and slope of BC, both slope perpendicular to each other. Slope of perpendicular bisector on AB, slope of perpendicular bisector on BC. So we get the slope, and then now equation of perpendicular bisector having slope through point D and then perpendicular slope through point E. So you solve it and you will get the required answer. Inshallah, the next question from question number 10 up to per 14, inshallah, in next video lecture. I hope you will understand it. Any confusion, so you can ask. Take care. Allah Hafiz.